From the sunny skies of the southern hemisphere to the leaden skies of the northern hemisphere. Welcome to the EMBN show. And on today's show,
taking a look at the new Canyon Neuron ON.
Chris is going to be showing you how to get over a log. But before that, the big question, do e-bikes make you unfit? So do e-bikes make you unfit? Well, I think it's more a case of do they wear you out simply because you're riding that bike 7 days a week compared to 2 days a week. Now, in the same way as a pro athlete bases their training schedule on a series of peaks and troughs simply because they cannot train all the time, otherwise they become burnt out. Out on the trail, we see all kinds of athletes. We see super fit people riding e-bikes, and at the same time, we see people who are less fit and maybe we spend a lot of time eating cakes who struggle on a manual bike. But the question is, does it matter if you're older or unfit? Do you know what really worries me, Chris, is that two very close friends of mine who've recently bought e-bikes said that they've had a drop in their leg strength since they bought their e-bikes. And that really, really worried me because it cast my mind back because for 15 to 20 years I was a bike tester for a bike magazine. Mm-hmm. And all I was used to mix in my mountain bike rides with a couple of road rides twice a week just to spin the legs, because there's a danger if you're riding mountain bikes you can slip into this plodding, especially in the wet, sloppy conditions. But what's pretty bananas is that I've still been doing my twice a week road ride, and since I've been riding e-bikes, full time, I've actually got faster on my road bike.
Have you? God, yeah.
And only a month ago, I set my fastest ever loop times, a 15-mile loop, which I do, and it was considerably faster than I've ever done. I've been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that. Yeah, it's crazy. Totally relate to that as well, Steve. I've been racing mountain bikes for sort of 10 years on and off as well, and then I've ridden e-bike. I got quite carried away with the e-bike and spent about a year on it, solid. And then it come to a race I'd got invited to, and it was on a pedal bike. Obviously, no e-bikes were allowed. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to suck at this. Mm-hmm. Did that, and it's actually my best result ever.
You're kidding me?
Yeah, because I think you just get used to riding those e-bikes, reading that terrain fast and getting used to that speed. It was a downhill event. I just felt so good on my normal bike.
I think it's all about mixing it up, riding a road bike to different muscle groups, riding a mountain bike, swapping it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Just mixing it up, I think, is what it's all about.
Yeah, and if you're using that e-bike correctly, if you're in that eco mode, working hard, or in turbo mode, if you're riding in the right places, that bike, you should never be able to exceed that speed limit and be working hard, The
thing is, Chris, I guess if you're really serious about training, you could do some interval training on your e-bike.
Yeah, you can get into that. Obviously, hit those sections, get above that 25 kph limit, hold it there for as long as you can, recover, and go for it again. Well into that on some of the big rides.
Yeah, I find myself overtraining on my e-bike. I go on these trips and I'm just worn out for days on end.
Yeah. Body's ruined.
Absolutely. No, I'm not kidding you.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding you. I've got to refuel. Fuel's really important for e-bike training.
Looking like it today, Steve. Christ.
No, I'm trying. Well, Chris, what's the bottom line? Do e-bikes make you unfit?
No, definitely don't make you unfit. I think there's a danger of slipping your fitness if you're using them in the wrong way. I think, we talked about if you're just riding in turbo everywhere, letting that motor do the work, just sitting on it, riding on it, you're not actually riding that bike to its full potential. It could make you lose a bit of fitness. But yeah, if you're riding it in the right way, it can be the ultimate training tool. You've literally got that exercise bike out in the woods. But then there's a whole thing about this whole fitness thing when it comes to riding bikes. If you're purely just riding it just to get fit, then you're missing out on a massive part of mountain biking. I ride mountain bikes slightly for fitness, but more for getting out there, socialising, enjoying the outdoors, and just, getting out there. What do you think, Steve?
I totally agree with you. Trouble is, if you do too much of that, you're going to be worn out, just like me. You need to have a break.
So it's time for the news. Big news is that Canyon have released a new Neuron ON bike. It's looking really good. 130mm aluminium frame, 29-inch wheels front and rear, 27.5 for the extra small and the small frame, E8000 motor. Really looks like a nice, comfortable trail more sort of trail exploring, touring kind of full suspension bike.
It's a lot of bike for the money there. You see the top of the range there is £3,899. Now the fun that's going to give you is just insane.
Does look
absolutely insane. Remember, Canyon's a direct sales brand, so it's going to be delivered direct to your doorstep. You don't need to worry because the box comes with all the bits you need to put it together. And simply slot the front wheel in, put the bars straight, and you're away to go. And you've got all the tools there. You've got a box for the battery, and it really is a brilliant setup on that bike.
Yeah, 5 different models available. If you're a lady too, they do 2 different women's options too on that bike.
Extra small and small, right?
Yeah, but looking good, different colourways, but a woman's designed e-bike.
Yeah, Canyon keep the flag flying on the e-bike front. Nice one, guys. Time for Tech of the Week. Now, this week I've heard a lot of talk of Angie out and about on the trails, but I've been out clubbing, so I don't actually know what it's all about.
Yeah, Angie is a new helmet system from Specialized. It's got a little chip on the back, basically gives you a GPS location. It can send a message out to people in your contacts if you crash, things like that, just to let people know of your whereabouts.
I mean, it's really important because, a friend of ours recently was going to do this all-night ride.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, that's a bit sketchy doing that by yourself because you could clip a stump,
yeah,
you go down, you could be in the woods for hours.
Yeah, definitely. It does
it's
look
a really nice bit of tech.
Yeah, quite similar to a few of the high bikes as well. They have the E-Connect system, which is a similar thing. If you crash, got an accelerometer in the bike so it can detect that crash, send that text message out. So yeah, a load of cool new tech coming to e-bikes in the kit as well. Okay, it's time for Bike Talk. What have we got this week, Steve?
Loads. Absolutely rammed this week, Chris. What caught my eye on the weekend was former world 4-cross champion from Czech, Michal Prokop. Now, Michal Prokop was one of the foremost 4-cross riders back in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
I watched him win in Lugano in 2003. It's great to see such a athlete, such a machine, just riding his e-bike out in the woods. He rides for Ghost these days, and he does a lot. He doesn't just ride an e-bike. He rides an enduro bike. He rides a downhill bike. He rides an e-bike. And this comes back to what we were talking about earlier about mixing it up.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Look at that. Also, if you're hot on Instagram or follow Pat Smage, or Smagical as he's known on Instagram.
He's a trials rider, right?
Yeah, really good high-level trials and push bike rider, mixes it up loads as well. Sadly got injured on the Nitro Circus tour, had a big crash in his buggy, rolled over multiple times after doing like a world record attempt. So he's been pretty beaten up, but Specialized have actually given him a new Levo to get out on. And
nice.
I saw he's out actually riding with his pet goats, where he does lots of stuff.
His pet goat?
Yeah, he has loads of goats that follow him around. If you see his videos on Instagram, he's really hot with his goats, and he's actually really pleased to get out there, ride a bike.
We had Pat Smage with Tony Bow not so long ago, earlier in the year, doing some rock steps down in Spain. Those guys, hell of a rider. Hell of a rider.
We're going to be talking about trick riding. My man from the States, Seth Stevens, he's done some incredible stuff on his e-bike now. Again, he's got a Specialized Levo, but he's doing stuff like even Danny McCaskill's going to dream of. Check this out.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing backwards manuals, nose rolls,
on the Levo?
G-turns,
on the Levo?
Stuff that is like super, super hard on a BMX. This guy's actually doing it on his big e-bike.
What the
17 years old as well.
Wow, so. Seth Stevens.
Killing it.
That's insane. Whoa, tree down, Chris. Wow, now how many times does this happen when you're out and about on the trail? Tree down across the path. So what's the technique? Well, it's quite easy. You can either lift that front up, 2 feet down, up and over. Job done. Alternatively,
or you can just come in with a front wheel touch, place that front wheel on the log, weight shift back, keep rolling.
That was nice. Right, so how do you break that down? Well, simply you approach the log, put your front wheel up, roll forwards, both wheels down, push the front over, foot on the pedal, and away to go. Simple as that.
Okay, so for my technique, you're coming in with just good rolling speed. Come along, just place that front wheel on the log, like so you do a front wheel lift up onto the high bit of the log, squash down into your suspension. Whilst you're lifting that front wheel up, scoop the back wheel up so it rolls over that log as well, just nice and smoothly.
Now, this week's climb of the week is more of a cliff of the week, as we'll see from Raymond out in the Fichtel Mountains.
Yeah, smashing up that big rock slab on his Rocky Mountain power play.
Smashing is literally the word, isn't it? I think Raymond, you need to be, or Raymond, you need to be really careful with that motor on your e-bike.
Pretty impressive stuff. That's quite a big rock slab, isn't it?
It's very impressive.
Tony Bow would be proud.
Yeah. And it's time for Ghetto Tech. What have we got in the Ghetto Tech vault this week?
We got this one in from Victor from Australia. He's just added a couple of stick-on knobs on his Bosch display unit. Anyway, he's got these stick-on buttons that are basically replacing those ones on the Bosch unit, just make it a bit easier to press with slippy fingers. So pretty good little hack of bodge there. Liking that, Steve?
No, you can't beat a good sticky knob.
So for in the comments this week, we've got this one from How Far Have Mountain Bikes Advanced, Retro versus Modern. This is from Keyboard Beats. Stick a bigger range cassette on the retro bike and you're golden.
You're golden, dude.
What do you think?
Well, along with some wider bars, 150mm travel, bigger tyres, stickier tyres, good suspension, disc brakes, as you said. Yeah, I mean, you could go on. Yes, you're dead right. Absolutely dead right.
And from Cannondale 2019, you're out of shape.
Yeah, I've always been out of shape. Next question.
Will e-bikes replace mountain bikes? This is from last week's show. Got this one in from Scott. When you ride with multiple mates, as soon as the ratio of E versus non-E favours E, it won't be long before everyone's riding e-bikes. The majority will be tired of waiting on the slackers, and the slackers will be tired of being waited on. 5 years on, no one's going to ride a regular bike anymore.
Whoa, crikey. It's controversial. Right, this one in from SS Rules. I'm sure e-mountain bikes are great, and not just for the fat, old and lazy rider. However, have you noticed that every YouTube advert before EMBN shows as either for Stannah stairlifts or penile dysfunction medication? Chris, hold on a minute. Doesn't every pre-roll video is based on that person's search history,
Yeah,
right?
whatever they've been looking at, they get an advert for it, basically.
Right. Ooh, probably best you didn't send that one in, maybe? Or maybe get it all out there. Get it all out there, Chris. And as we race towards the shortest day of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's time to head over to the North Atlantic.
Yeah, we've got this one in from Jonathan in West Vancouver.
West Van, yeah.
Yeah. He's riding a Specialized Calevo. So he's basically got an older Levo and he's put a coil shock on the back. So he's called it the Calevo. He's been free riding in BC since '99. He's a downhill free ride trail builder. He bought one of the first Levos available in BC and upgraded the parts before they released the Canevo, hence a coil shock. Still to this day prefers his Calevo to the Canevo, mostly because of its manoeuvrability. He rides mostly solo during the season. Fast forward to now, we've got a full e-bike crew after several of my friends joined the e-bike riding wagon.
So it looks like there's an e-bike crew in West Van, right?
Yeah, it looks at some amazing trails, big rock slabs, all the stuff we see out in BC.
Surely that's got your name all over it, isn't it?
Cool,
a visit to North Show.
Yeah, it does look amazing.
Huh?
I'm looking at all these pics and videos. Look at it.
Yeah. So we've got some really big stuff coming up on EMBN this week. No more so than Blake Sampson coming over from GMBN. That athlete, that free rider, that bottle of pop gone fizzy. Doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, looking forward to that one, Steve. Can't wait. Also, we've got how to master riding in the wet as well. So all those essential tips to help you out when that weather's really nasty. Get the most out of it on your e-bike.
And then on Monday is off-grid charging. How to charge your e-bike when you're away from your home.
Nice. So Christmas is coming. Be sure to check out the EMBN shops. Absolutely loaded in there. We've got all the new puffer jackets, hoodies, beanies, t-shirts, race shirts. You could look as good as Steve. Check out this new t-shirt as well. Loads of stuff in there. Get and check it out.
Well said, Chris. Well said. It's Bike Vault time. Train.
Got this one in from Barry. He's on his high bike 1.0 S Duro.
Aviemore.
Yeah. Is that Danny McCaskill land? I recognise that train in the
No,
background.
Danny McCaskill is Sky.
Oh, okay.
Other side of the country.
But he's out with his daughter with the e-bikes. They're both on e-bikes exploring
So
Evermore.
it's all about sharing, Chris.
Gonna give that one super nice, Steve. I liking that. Christmas train in the background.
Chris looks like he's taking charge. Oh my God, there's a man off my own heart. Where is this? Moyle Farnau, North Wales. Moyle Farnau, North Wales. Smashing out a 30k loop. You don't need a 7k top-end bike to have a cracking day in the mountains. My 1,350 pound cube acid hybrid. Boom!
That's nice.
Super nice.
Got this one in from Carl, High Bike S Duro Plus, overlooking Taliban.
Carl, I'm sorry. I've seen you send this picture in before, haven't you? And we've failed to put you on the show.
Adventure. Well, this is what defines e-bikes. What are you thinking, Steve?
Well, cannot deny the man his persistence. Super nice. Oh, nice.
This one in from Jerry as well, Merida E160 900E.
Southern Sweden.
Yeah, taking my new e-bike out for a Sunday just rip.
Nice.
I'm liking nice. Let's moving on. Got this one in from Edward, 2019 Turbo Levo out in Thetford Forest in Norfolk.
Nice colour.
It's looking good, isn't it?
Nice
with
background.
What are you thinking?
It's beautiful. I think he's ticks. If you were to be critical about the shot, he's got the bike just below the horizon of the bracken. Perfect backdrop colours. There's only way that's going to go. And that's is there no dropper on that? Must be the base range base model, right?
That looks good, that bike. Super nice.
Absolutely.
So far. So we got this one in from Mark on his high bike out in Svalbard in Norway. Exploring for polar bears out on the island. Imagine that, being able to go and explore for polar bears. I want a big gearing, and I'd definitely want that limiter removed on my e-bike if I was looking for polar bears.
This only go super nice. It's exploring the polar bears. Oh my God, look at that.
Josh with his Turbo Canevo Expert.
It's not even chat. Super nice.
This one's in from Cristiano, Specialized Levo S-Works 2018 in South Brazil.
In where though, South Brazil, Chris?
You can say that one.
Looks like someone from Wales. Blumenau. Or Blumenau. Blumenau, South Brazil.
Wow. First time we did a race on it as well, pouring down the rains. Mate with normal bikes called it an e-canoe.
Nice shorts.
Nice, you're giving that one. Moving on.
Oh, snow. Won't be long, will it?
How do you pronounce that name, Steve?
Blandford, Massachusetts.
No, the name of the guy as well.
Oh, Jediah.
Yeah. Having a proper adventure with the deep, cold, crusty snow here in Blandford. Who needs skis? I love riding my e-bike in the snow last year. It was the most, best thing ever. Best ride. Get back to the photo.
You're the snowman.
I'm the snowman. I'll give that a super nice. Loving that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry. Ooh, bit of lens blur.
Matthew on his Trek Powerfly.
Tetbury.
Yeah, Tetbury, just south of it.
That's one of those new Powerflies, isn't it?
Getting out on the Monday rides as well.
I do like the lens. I like the lens blur you've got on it. I'd maybe put the bike side on though to get it super nice. Huh?
Yeah, just nice.
Mm-hmm.
This one in from Jonas, Orbia Wild FS in Chamonix in France. Exploring the red trails with my dad.
Yeah, I want to be there. I want to be in Chamonix. Love to go there. And we're at the ball. Out to the bike for Chris.
Damn, so keep sending those bikes in. We feature them every week on EMBN show. Use the upload service. All the details are down below to check that one out.
Now I know what you're thinking. We didn't rate that last photograph. So from Chamonix, we're going to give it a
super nice. Good work.
So in the meantime, if you are concerned about your fitness levels, check out the video we did at Alan just down by here. And if you're concerned about your battery care...
Yeah, check out the battery care and maintenance one that I did recently as well up here. Question we get asked a lot on the show. All your questions answered in there.
Yeah, caring for your battery, caring for yourself. It's all good stuff. Don't forget you can like, share and subscribe to EMBN.
Yeah, any comments you got, drop us in the box below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Any questions, #AskEMBN. We'll get back to you on Tuesday with all your e-bike questions as well. And that's it for this week's show. See you next week.
Is that hashtag?
Hey.